Hello, Bob here, and today I want to show you a very compact and fast piglin bartering station. The way the farm works is you just come in and toss your gold ingots in here, and there are a lot of piglins under us, which you can also see here, and they will give us all the bartering goods now. We are also using here the fastest hopper in the game with the biggest capacity, which is actually the player. So we are collecting the items ourselves and can, for example, here easily start maybe storing some stuff, sorting some stuff from here, so that we can easily then leave the area as well. You can at any time also pause the farm here with this switch, and shortly afterwards also the bartering stops, or you can just switch it on again. This is the same set of items, just displayed a bit differently. So this is all what you can get. And for a lot of people, of course, obsidian is very nice, leather, gravel, as well as quartz, since it was not renewable before 1.16. But you can also get some special stuff like the soul speed enchantment, but also maybe some magma cream or something that could also be useful, or string maybe. But yeah, all in all, you get a big variety of very interesting items. Before we talk about building the farm, I would like to talk about very quickly about the location. So you can build it anywhere in the Nether. You cannot build it in the overworld or in the end, because then the piglins will transform. And if you are choosing your place in the Nether, you can pretty much choose any place in the Nether to have the piglins. However, it's recommended to have something next or in the Crimson Forest, or maybe next or in the Bastion, or next to Nether wastes, or in Nether wastes. The reason is because that you should be in these biomes or close by, is that you of course need access somehow to get the piglins into the farm for you to work. These are the items you would need for the farm. So you need a few decorative blocks. I use block of iron, but you can also use quartz instead. Then we have some stone bricks here. We use some wool for the redstone parts. You will need a few glass. 8 is what I recommend. You can also go for more if you want to see the bottom redstone part, for example, exposed. 1 glowstone is recommended. We also will have stone buttons to make the trading station spawn proof. We need a little bit of redstone dust, not as much, but yeah, a little bit of redstone dust. We need 6 hoppers, a redstone lamp, a barrel, composter, 1 target block. Yeah, you can see the rest here. So we will also use 1 piston temporarily we will need, and also we need some filler block, which can be any solid block. It can also be glass, like I said, but we will need some kind of block. The farm itself is built on a 9x9 surface, which you can see here, and then is going 6 blocks, or 7 if you count the button, to the top, and you will have 3 blocks down from the platform. When you start building, you can mark the center, for example as such, with a hole, and from there you go 2 blocks with the smooth stone in each direction, and then afterwards you go 2 up, for example with an iron block, or quartz, for example. Then you can decide where you want to have your entrance, and you can put down some slabs. For example, if we want to have the entrance here, and then you can come out here one more block on all the other angles with quartz or iron. Below the farm, come down 2 blocks and then put here a solid block. In case you build the farm on top of the nether, then this can be your nether bedrock level, but it can be any solid block here. On one of these sides, opposing the entrance, we remove one of the blocks and put down a barrel with a redstone lamp on top and a lever attached to the redstone lamp. Also on the side where we have the barrel, we place a dropper here on this height. We grab now the hopper and go here under the barrel and then down, and we come here from the right hand side into the dropper. Like so. Next up, we build a small platform under the dropper. Simply like so. And we put here next to the dropper a target block. In order to finalize the redstone, we simply cover this up here and we put a redstone torch on the lamp with a redstone dust here on this block. Next, we will prepare the piglin place. So the piglins will stand here and we will surround this spot here with solid blocks. This can also be glass, for example, in case you want to see what is going on. Like so. Now it is time to get the piglins in. You can try various methods here. You can wear gold armor and simply nudge them and try to push them in. You can, the same with villagers, you can use a minecart and minecart tracks, of course, to try to capture them. One way of doing it is killing off the ones with the crossbow and then just have the ones with the sword here, for example, like this guy, and make like a little trench here. This is basically our hole from earlier. And then you can come pretty much here and take off your gold armor, and he should come and run. If he doesn't fall in the first time, it's okay. Just walk back and forth a little bit, and here you see already the first one captured. And you can repeat this process very easily, also beneath the nether rock ceiling or bedrock ceiling. So you must name the piglin, otherwise he will despawn. So always make sure that the ones that you catch, that you also name tag them. If, for example, this would be your bedrock ceiling and you build this, let's say, on top, then you can also use scaffolding or anything to go up to the maximum height limit. And this way all the monsters which are under the bedrock ceiling are going to despawn, and only allowing monsters to spawn here on your little platform. And once you have them in here, you can kill the ones with crossbow, for example, to have it easier to walk them in here, because the ones with crossbow would flee from you, whereas the ones with sword are trying to chase you, and then if you're standing here with the trapdoor open, they will just fall in. Also, and this is just a small remark, is that if you want, or you should maybe avoid piglins with a helmet, because the helmet has like an extra hitbox and it would shine through here and looks a little bit ugly. So these are piglins all here that have no helmet. So if you can, yeah, try to get piglins without helmet in here. So once you have your piglins in, and you should have 20 at least, but you can also go up to the entity cramming 24 limit, but 20 is fine. Then you can remove your temporary structure and we can continue finalizing the build. So now we add here just more iron blocks, and we put here on those ones a bit of glass and a smooth stone here on top into each of these corners, like so. Then we pick stone bricks and build up like so. Also, while building the roof, feel free to put any solid block in here temporarily so that you don't fall in. Then you can put here, for example, glowstone in the ceiling and an iron trapdoor to close it off. Now comes a very important part. We put in one glass in here, directly on top of them, and a second glass. We put a piston under the iron trapdoor and we power the piston. Just push the glass one down. Then we take another glass, put it in here, and repeat the process one more time, like so. Now we can break the piston as well as this top glass. In this process, generally, they should, as you see, all stay inside, but it can be, if they are a lot, on very rare instances, that when you break this one here, that a few are jumping out. This is okay. This is not going to be a problem for the farm. Now for a little bit of decoration, and it also doesn't that we don't feel like falling in here, we can carpet this area up. This will also help, especially in case we are building on bedrock level on top of the nether, that we prevent any spawns. And we can do the same for all the solid blocks here. For example, if we build on top of the nether to make them spawn proof by adding some buttons. If the farm is built not on top of the bedrock, but let's say in yeah, just somewhere in the nether, then you don't have to have these buttons, because probably everything around you isn't spawn proof anyhow, so maybe then you won't need it. But this is now also works on the nether roof. So we also put a composter here on this open hopper, that nothing else is falling in accidentally. Next up, we need to encase where the piglins are inside. We need to encase it as much as we can, and we try to get from the middle 2 to each side, giving it a 5 wide solid block surface. So we of course can't place a solid block here, but we will try as much as possible here on each of the sides. So this is the middle, and we want to have it 5 wide like so. And we fill in all this area here, 5 wide, 5 wide. Also fill in all the blank spots So this is the reason why we are doing this, is in case an item glitches into one of the walls, we still want it to go up and not glitch out. And by surrounding it like this, we are fine. So now we have it covered as much as possible. Now it's time to give the farm a quick test. We put in 64 ingots. Nothing happens because we still have this deactivated. But if we activate it, we hear the dropper and items should come out. Perfect. In case you build this trading station on the nether roof, then of course you will not have these blocks here. But you can then use like a simple staircase, for example with half slabs, which I built for example in my survival world. Or you can build simple stairs or something to walk up to make it also look good. That is already it. The farm is done. Let me know if you like it, if you build it. Yeah, I would like to hear from you. Take care and bye bye.